Here are some FAQ, especially around Chinese New Year. You're bound to meet a lot of relatives probably once a year. But every year they will ask you the same questions. Aiyo, still don't have boyfriend. Don't be so picky lah. You're not young anymore. Or, wow, married for 5 years. No kids. What are you waiting for? A lot of these sort of questions. And I'm sure you have experience because you've been single for quite some time, right?
Yeah, until about 37, before I got married. So yes, it is a common question that it seems that in New Year time, people are very much interested in your personal happiness. Well, I think, they have valid reasons for the time being, or they just don't have anything to talk about.
No, they care about you too much.
I doubt that very much, But if you're looking for times of marriage, there are certain indications in the old style of destiny reading. That is to pick up the best time where you have an opportunity to basically hook up with somebody. But whether or not you actually turns up into a marriage is a very important decision that you need to decide. You can't just simply get married off to anybody. That person has to fulfill, I think, at least 3 important criteria. Number 1, at least you must like that person. Or if not, at least that person like you more, right? Or at least financially stable, right? I mean, there must be one of these reasons. If these 3 reasons don't exist, I don't know why you want to marry that somebody.
Not because of those aunties, right?
Yeah, so it's not because of those aunties. And I think when people can't make that decision, like you ask any ladies or any girls, why you're not going to get married? And they say, I can't find the right person. Real answer to that is they haven't found themselves yet. If they know what they want, then they know the right person when he or she comes along. Let me ask you this question. You mean that the person supposed to be married to you hasn't been born yet? That person exists, but you don't recognize this person because you don't define exactly what criteria you want. It's not about who you want, it's what sort of outcome you want. Can that person support that goal or chase this goal or dream with you? And when you do that, you have found that person.
And I also come across cases like, hey, Trilling, I have this boyfriend and I'm not sure if I married him. Why don't you check his bazi for me to see if he is good for me?
It's a very selfish way to see it. I think one should always look from their charts first, their own charts, to see what have I have to offer as a husband or as a wife. And if there's nothing much that is so good, then why don't you work harder on yourself than trying to work hard on finding the right person? Work harder on yourself to become better, smarter, happier, wittier. When someone meets you, their life changed to become happier. Now you will always be in demand.
Okay, another question is, can plastic surgery change or enhance one's luck in peach blossom?
No, it doesn't enhance your luck, but it does enhance your self-confidence. That's all it is. You can't change your eyebrows and change your eyes bigger or smaller, move your ears to the front and put it above your head so that you get more attractive in your love. You can't change the peach blossom features in your face to get the luck. However, you could change, if you want to, you change your face, you become more confident with yourself, then you probably get slightly better chances. But at the end of the day, you know what really makes a difference? Confidence.
Now let's talk about pregnancy. For those who don't want kids anymore, they will tend to get pregnant very easily. For those who've been trying very hard, it seems a little bit difficult for them. Can pregnancy be predicted?
We cannot predict and create life like this. Life is given to you by universal forces or higher power. You can only attract them. So when a person is ready and the energy is there, then some higher being or energy might bless you with it. So if you force it and you're energetically blocked, right? The mother is very important in this case, right? Then you can't receive this blessing. That's why it's so important, and no human beings can decide that it's a higher power because it's a life, right? A life that starts from you and within you. So you got to allow that to happen. It's a very, very delicate matter. That's why when people are more relaxed and receptive, they get it, and then they're more pressured and they can't, because this is allowing.
Let's look into 2018 outlook. What do we expect in terms of relationship or peach blossom? Do we receive a lot of good news? Like
well, I think quite unlikely more than last year, because last year is the year of the rooster. Rooster itself is a peach blossom star, whereas the dog itself is not a peach blossom star. So generally, loyal obedient. So generally, not as many cases as 2017, but nevertheless, it's still a year. If you found someone and the time is ready, by all means say yes, right? What do you want to wait for?